Hey everyone, this is Mandolin with The Art of Pain. I'm back with another video today about something I think a lot of us actually struggle with. And if people tell you that they don't, they are either lying to you or are complete narcissists. Sorry, but it's true. So, what I wanted to talk about today is feeling inadequate. So the dictionary defines inadequacy of a person to mean unable to deal with a situation or with life. And I think a lot of times we tend to feel inadequate, maybe in one or two areas. Perhaps at work, you are doing what's required, but you don't feel good about it. Maybe you're not putting in that full 100%, and you are starting to feel a little bit inadequate. Or maybe even in personal relationships, you aren't giving everything that you think you should. Perhaps you're not able to reciprocate exactly what other people are able to give you, and in turn, you're feeling like you're just not measuring up. Well, I'm here to tell you that everyone feels that way all the time, okay? All the time. Case in point, I am currently taking a web development class. So, right now, while I'm still in school and still very much learning the basics of web development, I am an inadequate coder. Okay? I don't know everything that I need to know right now, and that's, why I'm taking the class so I can eventually be able to be a total nerd. For now, I'm just a semi nerd, and that is because I don't know everything that I need to know in order to, create a whole website from start to finish. So, the reason that I gave you this analogy is because you are enough. You are enough exactly as you are, even if you can't give your 100% to each and everything. I work full time, 40 hours a week. I am a mom, a girlfriend, a friend. I'm now taking classes that take up about 20 hours of my week, not including homework, which takes so much more time. So it is hard for me personally to feel like I'm meeting the needs at work. I'm meeting the needs for school and for homework, and I'm giving everybody their appropriate time, and I'm able to listen, and I'm able to problem solve, and I'm able to do all these things without all these other things going on and bashing around in my head. It does make it kind of hard to focus sometimes. I'll feel like my head is in a fog, kind of. That's the best way for me to describe it. It's just not computing. Someone will tell me something and I'll have to just take a minute and kind of work through it and then be able to understand it on the other side, because there's just so many things going on all the time. And for that reason, I do feel inadequate a lot of the time. But am I inadequate as a person? No. And the difference is I am still taking the steps to learn what I need to do, and that goes for everything, every single aspect of life. I am still learning, and that is my point, is that we are all still learning. Maybe you need to learn a little bit better coping skills. Maybe you need to learn how to view your own reactions to things and how you're taking in this outside stimuli and what your output is, whether it's an angry outburst or a scathing post on Facebook, something to that effect. You're taking what's happening around you, and your output is whatever that may be. Maybe it's getting drunk every night. Maybe it's getting into fights with those around you, even though they're not doing anything wrong. You just feel that anger inside because you just feel like you're not matching up. So, you as well might not be in school right now, but you are a pupil of life, of life as a whole. You will never stop learning. You will never ever be as good as you can be if you give up. So, if you're feeling inadequate, if you're feeling like you're just not meeting the needs of anything, it could just be one thing. It doesn't have to be everything in your life. You are still learning, and I think that is the biggest thing that you can take away from this, is that you are still learning, and with that, you can learn other ways to do the same thing. Maybe you need to learn how to take a step back, take a breath, and then see the situation for what it is instead of that gut reaction that you get. Something makes you mad and you just blurt it out, or you get angry, or you start a fight with somebody. Maybe you need to learn to just take it in, do what you need to do, however you need to heal from that, and just keep going. Just keep going, because you will always be faced with these struggles. Other people are always going to have a different point of view than you. They're always going to have a different outlook on life. This may affect you at work, this may affect you at home, with personal relationships, whatever the case may be. So sometimes it does take just a step back, breathing in and out, and just really looking at the situation, because you as a person are not inadequate. You are not inadequate. Take it out of your vocabulary, because you cannot meet any needs until you meet your own. So if that means new coping skills, so be it. If that means maybe making a new study schedule because you keep falling behind in homework. Not me. Yes, no, definitely me. I definitely need to take my own advice there. But again, I'm a person and I'm still learning and I'm still growing. As long as you keep that in the back of your mind, that you are still a student in life. You are at school in life every single day. Even if you don't show up, even if you're sleeping in bed, you're still a student in life. So take that in. Reach out to somebody if you need better coping skills, or you need to learn how to budget better, you need whatever the case may be. There are resources out there. If you need an actual therapist for something you need to work through that you just can't seem to get done, find one. If you can't find one or you can't afford one, let me know. Again, there are truly resources out there. There are, and I will help you find them if need be. But in the meantime, just remember, if you're feeling inadequate today, you are not inadequate. The situation may make you feel that way because you're not giving it your all, but you are still trying and you're still showing up. And that is all anyone can ask of you. You are still learning each and every day how to be a better person. So if you are not the person that you want to be today, keep going. Try again tomorrow. If you need a reset button, you need a few days off, take them. Don't feel guilty about it, because if you're not able to do what it is you need to do well, that means you're not taking care of yourself. So the number one thing is take care of yourself. Number two, realize that you are still learning each and every day. It will never stop. It sounds kind of daunting. It sounds kind of sad, but it's true. It will never stop. You'll always deal with new situations. And again, just take a step back. Figure out what the problem is, what a possible solution might be, and then try to find that solution. If it's not within yourself, if it does involve reaching out or talking to other people, do that. Do that, because you will feel better once you're able to express how you're feeling and get someone else's point of view on what's going on. Because if you're looking at the same thing day in and day out, it won't change. It's not going to suddenly click. Sometimes it will, but for me, it absolutely doesn't. I usually need an outsider's perspective to come in and be like, listen, from my point of view, this is happening, this is the result. Why don't we change this? I'd like to use variable terms here, but I won't. It's a little too nerdy. So again, just take a break, take a step back, figure out why it is you're feeling inadequate. Are you spreading yourself too thin? Are you giving one thing way more time than it necessarily deserves, so you're taking away from everything else, including yourself on the other side? Figure out what it is. Find a reasonable solution. Again, if you can't find one, reach out to someone. If I am that someone, comment on here. If you need to talk to your grandmother for 20 minutes, go do that. Go visit her. She probably misses you. So get an outsider's perspective if you can't figure out what the problem is. And in the meantime, just keep moving forward. You're still growing. We all are. Again, We all are. We all are. Just keep going. Please just keep going. It's not worth giving up. All right? If you have any questions or any comments, feel free. If you want to share this, I do hope that this reaches people because I've definitely been feeling inadequate today. And I hope that you can take away something from this because we don't deserve to walk around feeling that way. None of us do. Let's try to be better humans, okay? All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day and thank you for listening. Bye.